Now let's talk about the second position of the object kept in front of a concave lens between infinity and O. If you remember, I have explained you that for a concave lens, the principal focus f1 and f2 are the virtual points. That means they cannot be located. So for this position of object between infinity and O in front of a concave lens, you can keep the object anywhere. That means if you keep the object over here, it will not be considered as object kept beyond 2f2, and even if you keep the object over here, it cannot be considered as the object kept between 2f2 and f2. See, these are the virtual points, so you keep the object anywhere, the situation remains same. That means for any object kept between infinity and O, there is only one case. So whether this is the object, this is the object, this is the object, the nature of the image formed will be the same. So you can consider any of the object. Let's say I will consider second one. I will consider this object which is placed perpendicular to principal axis. So now let's draw the image formation. So I will consider the standard incident rays. One of the ray I will consider traveling parallel to principal axis. Other ray I will consider passing through optical center. Now we know that the ray passing through optical center will travel undeviated. So this goes like this, whereas the ray traveling parallel to principal axis will appear to be diverging from f2 according to definition. And we know that this refracted rays would never meet at any point. So if I trace it backward, can I say it appears to be meeting at a point? That means these rays are not actually meeting, they appear to be meeting at a point which gives the location of image. So this is the place where image is formed. So I will draw an image, and remember the image in this case will not be a complete line, it will be a dotted line, and the arrow head will be upward, right? So if I talk about position of image, the image is formed on the same side as object. See, the object is on the left side of the lens and image is also on the left side of the lens, but the image is between object and the lens. So I can say, if position of image I have to say you, I will tell you on same side as object, but where? Come on, tell me. Before the object. Before the object. Okay. So this image is formed due to the rays appear to be meeting. So if I talk about the nature of image, then definitely the image will be virtual. Virtual image is always erect. You can see from the figure that arrowhead is upward, and for image A1 B1 arrowhead is also upward. And if I talk about the size of the image, it is smaller than the size of the object, so it is diminished. Right? So any object kept between infinity and O of a concave lens, okay, it will always form virtual erect and diminished object image and on same side as object but before the object. If I talk about applications of this case, okay, if you talk about a myopic eye, so myopic eye is the eye of a person suffering from a defect, eye defect called as myopia or short-sightedness. In this case, a person can see nearby object but cannot see far object. So this lens is used to cure that defect, whereas this lens brings the object from far point to the near point. So you don't have to worry about the applications, okay, how it is used. You can just say that for this position of object, okay, this lens is used as a myopic eye. And if I tell you the difference between the virtual image formed by concave lens as well as convex lens, you can see it on the board that the virtual image formed by concave lens is erect. Virtual image is always erect, but it is diminished. But here the virtual image formed by convex lens is magnified. So this is the main difference between the two virtual images. So convex lens forms real as well as virtual image, but the virtual image of convex lens is magnified. Here the virtual image of concave lens is diminished. And remember, if you study the difference between the images, you have to remember that the virtual image of concave lens is diminished, whereas virtual image of concave lens is magnified. Thank you.